Hello there.
Why, hello, beautiful.
I'm going on an adventure!
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. A little unconventional here. As you can see, there's a lot of people on screen right now. Welcome to the Fandom Contender Gauntlet. That's what we're calling it. Originally, I called it that and said, hey, maybe we'll come up with a different name. Didn't come up with one in time, so that's what it's called. Really exciting stuff here. We have every player who could make it today who has challenged for the Fandom Singles belt in the past, but has never been successful. So all these people have tasted gold, like just missed out on tasting gold. They've been there, but just missed out. So one of them is going to get the chance to actually accomplish that, but two of them today are going to earn the right to fight for that goal. So we have Eli, Tim, Coho, Mark, Albert, David, Rue, and Robert representing all eras of fandom. Should be a fun time. So here's how the rules are going to work for today. I'm going to ask 5 questions. At the end of 5 questions, anyone with the lowest score or tied with the lowest score is not safe. Anyone with a higher score than that is safe until the next round. We will then move to the players with the tied for the lowest score and continue sudden death style until one person is out. So one person will be out per round. Then we will start another round and keep going until we have 2 players remaining. Players, any questions as we get into the Fandom Contender Gauntlet?
Losers.
Not a question that I will take.
Let's go. I missed playing against you, Tim.
Thanks.
Question number 1 will come in the category of Law and Order.
Fucking kill me.
Your question is, Rush Hour takes place primarily in what U.S. city?
Shit.
This is funny because right before we hit go live, Tim was like, I was talking to my wife, who also could have been here today, but respect, she didn't want to. She's too good for it. I get it. And she was like, you're going to get a Law and Order question and be out immediately. And I was laughing. So the first question is Law and Order. 5, 4.
This might be the thing that gets me out immediately.
Pens down, Eli.
Los Angeles.
Tim.
I said Los Angeles.
Coho.
I said Los Angeles.
Mark.
Yeah, look at that. Los Angeles.
Albert.
Los Angeles.
David.
Los Angeles.
Amaru.
Los Angeles.
And Robert.
Guess we're all screwed because Tim got that question.
Los Angeles is correct. Clean sweep on the first question. We get to the second question in the category of Criminal Underworld. Who directed the original The Fast and the Furious? Another new category. I randomized it, I swear. I've been watching a lot of Pixar theory videos, so I have that theme song stuck in my head. The Pixar theory. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim.
I do not remember.
Coho.
Rob Cohen.
That's it.
Yes, cousin of Melee champion Will Cohen. We'll go to Mark.
That was maybe Dan something.
Albert.
Didn't know they were cousins. I said Justin Lin.
David.
Rob Cohen.
Rue.
Rob Cohen.
And Rob.
Sick first name, Rob Cohen.
Rob Cohen. Oh, and Eli. Sorry.
I said John Singleton.
I should honestly just start with Eli because I'm gonna get so confused if I start in a different place each time. Rob Cohen is correct. Coho, David, Rue, and Robert have hit that. They are tied, and the other 4 are tied at 1. So we'll move to the third question, the category of American Spies. I'm sorry, Tim.
Jesus Christ.
Your question is, which American Spies film features a villain recognizing that someone is undercover because they notice that person wearing a special contact lens? Wow. Didn't even realize that until we just started the thing. a lot of new categories. But just because you're old doesn't mean you don't have a shot here. Eli's been back. He's been playing fantastic. Tim reads all the questions I write. You'd think some people thinking, but
Literally every
I'm
single.
going to use my repeat.
2. All right, that is Robert's repeat for the round. Question again. Which American Spies film features a villain recognizing that someone is undercover because they notice that person wearing a special contact lens? This now would be a good time to tell the audience who doesn't know that the repeat rules for this little gauntlet here. Every player gets 1 repeat per round, and each question can only be repeated once. So if you like me reading that question, you're going to have to rewind and listen again because I'm not going to say it again. Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Eli.
There's a reason I'm the first failure. I say Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
We'll go to Tim.
Nick, I feel good about this answer. Ghost Protocol?
Go to Coho.
Tim, I hope you're right. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Mark.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Did you all write M.I.? Go
No, I wrote it up.
Oh, okay. We're taking it. Albert.
I wrote it out. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
David.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Root.
Ghost Protocol.
And Robert.
As a Fallout.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol is correct. So, Mark, a lot of people hit that. Some people didn't. Scores will be on the screen. Thank you, Tim or Brian. Your next question comes in the category of the Wizarding World. Who notifies the Gryffindor Quidditch team that their match has been canceled in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
Now we're talking.
I believe if David, Rue, Coho hit this, it will be safe for this round. All others still in mortal danger.
Yeah.
Nick, can I ask you a question?
If it's quick.
So someone hits all 5, they don't go to sudden death because they're.
If everyone hits all 5, then.
Well, yeah, but
yeah.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Robert, and we'll go in reverse.
Professor McGonagall.
Rue.
Y'all should follow Chan Willis on Instagram. Her McGonagall is hilarious.
We got David.
You can't cancel Quidditch, Professor McGonagall.
Albert.
Professor McGonagall.
Mark.
I realize I can spell McGonagall or Professor. Professor McGonagall.
Coho.
Yes, it's Snape.
Tim.
McGonagall.
And Eli.
Professor McGonagall.
Professor McGonagall is correct. That is 4 questions down. So we have 1 question remaining. Eli currently in danger of being eliminated, but he could tie Tim, Albert, Coho, Mark, or Robert if he was to hit it. So we'll move to the final question in this round. It comes in the category of DC. What is the name of the town Tristan lives in at the beginning of Stardust?
Oh.
I really like this one. When we found out it was a DC movie, I was like, oh, that sucks. We need to add it. But then I watched it and I was like, I like this. Got some good stuff in there. Gonna get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. Oh, all right. Albert? Yes. It doesn't matter because, yeah. Albert, that's your repeat. Question again. What is the name of the town Tristan lives in at the beginning of Stardust? I guess it kind of matters. If Albert looked to go to sudden death, you know, it's a reason. So I guess I should be marking that. Robert used one.
Yeah.
Great. I'm taking score on Post-it notes today because I
Smart.
realized inhaling markers. Probably not the best. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with David.
Bridge? Something? I don't remember. Something.
Rue.
Death Star.
Robert.
I said wall.
We'll go to Coho.
I said storybook.
Go to Mark.
I have the dumbest guess. Farmville?
We'll go to Albert.
I said Stonewall.
Oh, shit.
Tim.
I said fuck.
And Eli.
I said I'm the first failure. Thanks for having me.
Wall is correct. Robert will hit that. Eli, thank you so much for playing. You're killing it this year. And we'll definitely see you in some Fandom matches in the future. So thank you for being here, bud. And we'll see you.
See ya.
All right, one down, 5 more to go. So we'll move to the next round, which will start in the category of Pixar. Your question is, in Finding Nemo, before the eggs get eaten, Marlin says he would like most of his children to be named what specifically? David, Rue, boom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim.
Marlin Jr.
Albert.
Marlin Jr.
Coho.
You can name one Nemo, but like most we call them.
Mark.
Marlin Jr.
David.
Marlin Jr.
Rue.
JR. Marlon Jr.
And Robert.
I like how Mark spelled it like Marlon Wayans. Marlon.
I didn't notice that. That's hilarious. Marlin Jr. is correct. So, clean sweep. As we move to the next question in the category of DreamWorks. Who voices the large Northwind member, Corporal, the polar bear, in The Penguins of Madagascar?
Ooh.
Corporal, the polar bear. I think there needs to be a comma in there, so I'm going to add one. There we go. Going to get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Robert, and then we'll go in reverse.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
We'll go to Rue.
Peter Stormare.
We'll go to David.
John Hamm.
We'll go to Mark.
Greg Robinson.
We'll go to Coho.
I said Brian Tyree Henry.
We'll go to Albert.
I said Ken Jeong.
And Tim.
It's wrong, but yeah, I also said Ken Jeong.
One of you is correct. It's Amaru. Peter Stormare is the correct answer. So Rue will take a 1-point lead over everyone else. Let's move to the next question, which comes in the category of creature features. 2 characters who later become allies are shot with tranquilizer darts during their first fight in which creature features film? I just started to realize that the feel of this is so much different than Last One Standing. Because in that last one, it was like, if Eli hit and I missed, like, I'm not out, I can keep fighting, but like, or like I miss one, crap, I could be tied for last, but you don't have to be. You just have to not be last. 5, 4, 3.
I'm going to use the repeat.
Okay, I heard Tim first, even though David was about to. So that's Tim's repeat. The question again. 2 characters who later become allies are shot with tranquilizer darts during their first fight in which creature features film? It is warm in here, and I'm starting to think Anna turned off the AC before she left. Which sucks, because I've been cooking all morning, and so it's... But thank you, Anna, for saving us money. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rue. Okay. Everyone's good. All right. We'll start with Tim.
I have no idea. I said Planet of the Apes. The original is what I meant.
We'll go to Albert.
TMNT 2 Secret of the Ooze.
We'll go to Coho.
Godzilla versus Kong.
We'll go to Mark.
Godzilla versus Kong.
We'll go to David.
You couldn't even write anything.
Rue.
Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
And Robert.
I said Jurassic World Dominion.
All, unfortunately, incorrect. We were looking for Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
That's what I thought about, too.
Caesar and Rocket get shot when they're fighting.
Yeah,
I do not remember that at all.
One time. So, same score as last time. We'll move on to the next question, which comes in the category of epic adventures. What is the name of the pub in the Shire that Merry and Pippin sing about in The Return of the King? If you know the song, I'd imagine this would be helpful. I turned every fandom film into a musical so that I could remember trivia about it. Robert Downey Jr. plays Iron Man.
Iron Man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Rue. And then we'll snake.
Said the Green Dragon.
We'll go to Robert.
I also said the Green Dragon.
We'll go to David.
Me? Oh, the Green Dragon.
We'll go to Mark.
Bigger this one. I said Prancing Pony.
We'll go to Coho.
I wrote the Prancing Pony as well.
Tim.
It is the Green Dragon.
And Albert.
I know it's not the Prancing Pony, but I wrote it.
Green Dragon is correct. So Robert, David, Tim, Rue hit that. Coho, Mark, and Albert still in danger at 1. As we get to the penultimate question of the round, which comes in the category of YA. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry. This is the final question of the round, and I can count. But that question still comes in the category of YA. Edward was dying from what specific disease when Carlisle turned him into a vampire in the Twilight Saga? I believe Mark, Coho, Albert, the most in danger, but if all of them can hit, then Tim, David, and Robert will also be in danger. Maru, the only one safe at the moment. We will get some answers here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim, so I don't lose my place.
I said the flu.
We'll go to Albert.
I said tuberculosis.
We'll go to Coho.
I also said tuberculosis.
We'll go to Mark.
Tuberculosis killed a lot of people back then.
We'll go to David.
Exact same logic. Tuberculosis.
That's very weird. Rue.
I said the same thing.
And Robert.
I said tuberculosis too, but it's probably the Spanish.
I'm in utter shock. Tim, very close. The answer was the Spanish flu. Spanish flu is what we're looking for. So that was the final question of the round. Tim, David, Robert, Rue, you're safe. Moving on to the next round. You can put your boards down. Coho, Mark, and Albert, we are now moving in sudden death. If 2 of you take the lead, whoever falls behind will unfortunately be eliminated. So we'll move to the next question in the category of Disney animation. What is the first name of the main villain, McLeach, in The Rescuers Down Under?
But Nick, I know
you
this.
can hit. You will make yourself safe. But if all 3 of you hit, we will continue on. Or all 3 of you miss, we will continue on. Essentially, the object is to get the question correct. But that was kind of the basis for this whole league. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Albert.
I said Marvin.
We'll go to Coho.
Seamus.
We'll go to Mark.
That makes sense. I said John.
All incorrect. We're looking for Percival. Duh. All right. Your next question in the category of horror icons and sudden death. In Halloween Ends, Corey cuts off the tongue of a character with what specific profession?
Stop asking questions I know the answer to.
Sorry.
Keep this route.
Don't get too many questions right, Tim. Getting the sudden death.
Point. Corey.
Fair.
Best horror icon. Corey.
Robert loves Corey.
5, 4.
They'll all find out soon.
Repeat, Coho?
Yep.
All right, that is your only repeat question again. In Halloween Ends, Corey cuts off the tongue of a character with what specific profession?
Robert has a great debate coming up where he talks about how much he loves Corey killing children.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that's right.
Corey, man. What a guy.
3 letters. 3 letters.
Gonna get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to Coho.
I said paramedic.
We'll go to Mark.
Radio show host.
And Albert.
I said a radio host.
With that, Caleb Coho has been eliminated. Radio show host, radio DJ is what we're looking for. So Coho, thank you for playing, sir, but we will see you. And in fact, now that you and Eli are eliminated, I can confirm we will see Coho versus Eli 3. So thank you, sir. We'll see you later. All right, down to the final 6. We will start the next round. Your first question comes in the category of the Worlds of DC. How many Worlds of DC films feature a performance from Tamara Morrison? Tamwera? Tamwera? Tamuera? Morrison? Morrison? I don't know. I hear clicking.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but
I think it's the intro to the Mission Impossible theme. Dun, dun, dun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Tim.
I can only think of the 2.
We'll go to Albert.
I said 3.
We'll go to Mark.
I don't know who the fuck that is, so I just said 3.
We'll go to David.
I cannot think of the third one, so I said 2.
We'll go to Rue.
I said 3.
We'll go to Robert.
I said 3.
Sorry, I didn't have your names written down. 3 is the correct answer for both Aquamans and The Flash.
Fucking The Flash. I forgot about
Fucking The Flash.
I fucking forgot about that.
So Albert, Mark,
Not the movie I thought
Robert
of.
will take the lead. Tim and David still behind. But we'll move to the next question in the category of James Bond. Which James Bond film features Bond using a giant magnet hanging from the ceiling to defeat the villain's main henchman? That or someone's like pen tapping like they used to.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. That is wild.
It's okay. I just roll with it.
Start
5,
meeting people. Find
4,
out. Let's
3,
smoke out.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Robert.
Spy Who Loved Me.
We'll go to Rue.
The Spy Who Loved Me.
David.
Holy shit, Spy Who Loved Me?
Mark.
Made sense. The Spy Who Loved Me.
Albert.
The Spy Who Loved Me.
Fuck.
And Tim.
This is gonna be it, boys. I said Moonraker.
The Spy Who Loved Me is the correct answer. Everyone hits except Tim. Tim still at 0. David at 1. Everyone else at 2. As we move to the next question in the category of Star Trek. Who fights the Riemann Viceroy to the death in Star Trek Nemesis? See, this is a round where it's like not all new categories. It's all very old categories, but it's definitely all the old categories that Tim didn't like. So
So if you pegged where you thought Tim might fall, is this one?
Miko and Albert had to suck, to get to this point.
5,
I love you, Tim.
4,
Oh, I mean, I agree. Yeah, you,
1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim.
Riker.
We'll go to Albert.
Data?
We'll go to Mark.
Set card.
We'll go to David.
Right.
We'll go to Rue.
Pretty sure that's somebody's computer fan or something. Riker.
And Robert.
Riker.
Riker is correct. So Tim gets on the board with 1. Albert, David, Mark, 2. Robert, Rue at 3. As we get to the 1, 2, 3 penultimate question in the category of the MCU. In Captain America, the First Avenger, Steve gets beaten up in an alley by someone that he met in what type of location?
What were the
Perhaps I should do
scores?
my job and talk over the clicking, and then you won't hear it as much.
What were the scores, Nick?
Tim with 1, Albert, Mark, David 2, Robert, Rue at 3.
Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Robert.
Movie theater.
We'll go to Rue.
I was wondering if I was going to put the R and E first. Movie theater.
We'll go to David.
Movie.
Movie theater. We'll go to Mark.
Movie theater.
Albert.
Got it wrong. I said barber.
And Tim.
Movie theater.
Movie theater is correct. Here's the snitch. We're going into the final question. Rue and Robert are safe. Tim and Albert are tied with 2. David and Mark are tied with 3. Those 4 are not safe. as we get to the final question of the round. It comes in the category of sci-fi icons. Which sci-fi icons film features the characters General Ashdown and Serena Kogan? Tim or Albert would need to hit this to eliminate the other. If they both hit and Mark or David miss, then we go on with 4 of them or 3 of them. If they both miss, sudden death, you get it at this point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
All right, that is David's repeat for the round. The question again. Which sci-fi icons film features the characters General Ashdown and Serena Kogan?
Smoke them out.
Oh, you want me to I know what you're saying. It's not Tim.
Okay.
Albert is safe.
Uh-oh.
Not Mark.
Uh-oh. I'm worried.
We have found the culprit.
Oh, Dave.
David.
You're good, David. I got you. You're good. You're good. Keep writing. Keep writing.
Right.
Right here. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim.
I said Terminator Salvation.
We'll go to Albert.
I said Terminator Salvation.
Oh,
We'll go to Mark.
Uh-oh. Instead of the Matrix Revolution.
We'll go to David.
That's
Forgot the Terminator. Say
Ooh, shit.
We'll go to Rue.
It's Terminator Salvation.
And Robert.
Terminator Salvation.
It is
Ooh,
Terminator
buddy.
Salvation. So Robert and Amaru are safe. Tim, Albert, Mark, and David are not. We are going to continue on in sudden death for the 4 of you.
Wow.
Albert and Tim hitting that, and Mark and David missing was
wow.
huge. As we get to the next question, it comes in the category of mixed bag.
Oh, great.
Fun.
Your question is, who plays Susan Pevensey in the Chronicles of Narnia series?
The best thing would be if David hit this and nobody else did.
I know, right? It wasn't great.
Here's
but
the thing. Albert started writing, but I was going to ask you guys if you wanted to just scrap that.
That's the question. Just
But then I just started writing. I was okay. Maybe one person's got it. 5, 4,
Well,
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tim,
I'm not dignifying an answer.
Albert,
Anna Popwell?
Well, that sounds
Oh, I think that's
Mark,
Some girl.
That's what I was.
David.
no.
Albert's so close. We're looking for Anna Popplewell.
Popple.
P-L-Well.
Okay.
I wrote Popwell and I changed it.
I saved the actor question. Woo!
Same situation. Next question. Category is Star Wars. Which Star Wars character has, throughout the course of their films, ignited Luke's lightsaber, attempted to sacrifice themselves, and become a general? The secret is out. Didn't write this whole thing myself.
That took me way too long.
It's a good question.
That's a very good question. I like the question.
I will send your regards to the mystery person who wrote this question.
No, if it wasn't you, I don't care.
Fine.
Don't send them my regards.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim.
Han Solo.
We'll start with Albert. Or we'll go to Albert next. That's what I meant.
Han Solo.
We'll go to Mark
I think this is it. I said Obi-Wan.
and David.
Finn.
I have Finn as the correct answer, but I'd like to pause.
Wait a minute. How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Apparently not.
All right, we're back. No challenges in this thing, but if the question's under contention, I'd like to sit and talk it out. And boy, did we. We ultimately decided Han is incorrect. We could not find an instance where Han intentionally does something knowing he is going to die. He does a lot of things that are dangerous, but the idea of attempting to sacrifice yourself implies a knowledge that you will not survive the thing you're going to. So, David is safe. He got Finn. Finn was correct. Albert, Tim, and Mark will continue on as we get to the next question in the category of Marvel. What is the name of the prison that Wade and Russell are sent to in Deadpool 2? Perhaps a topical question. Though it is late October now, so maybe this
spooky season.
Maybe this film has run its course.
Oh.
Like when this ultimately releases. Oh no, it's like mid-September. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Deadpool and Wolverine. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Tim.
I just watched this and my brain kept screaming the icebox.
Albert.
I said Mycroft. Just something.
Mark.
I don't know what it is.
I said the crate.
The icebox is correct. So Tim hits that. Tim is safe. We are now down to Mark and Albert to see who will be eliminated. Your next question. It's in the category of the worlds of DC. At the end of Birds of Prey, Renee Montoya gives Harley a gun with one bullet in it. What does she shoot with that bullet?
I keep missing ones I get asked and know things that I'm not allowed to answer.
Yeah, that's how I feel in Melee.
Same.
I like the idea of a prison named after Sherlock Holmes' brother.
Funny, I don't feel like that in Melee either. Like
I get 100% of questions that I'm not asked. I get them correct. Fine.
Yeah, I'm like in the 80s.
Trust me. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Albert.
I said a grenade.
Mark.
I said a TV.
Both. Unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for a statue. A statue.
Oh, I thought grenade was it.
All right. Your next question in the category of horror icons. Which film in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise has the following quote? If your only faith is science, doctor, it may be you who is laid to rest. These words are backwards. Has the following quote, not has following the quote. That doesn't.
I don't like to follow people.
So I'm going to tell you now, I wrote a lot of questions.
Yes.
Wrote a lot of questions for this. But if these sudden deaths get lengthier and lengthier,
might be in trouble. Right?
Yes. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Mark's repeat. Question again. Which film in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise has the following quote? If your only faith is science, doctor, it may be you who is laid to rest. Time to note that Albert still has his repeat, but not for this question.
I almost did that. I almost used a repeat on a repeat. Not remembering who I am or where I am.
That is super fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We'll go to Mark.
I said Dream Warriors.
And Albert.
I also said Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors is correct.
Yeah.
So we'll move to the next question. It comes in the category of Disney animation.
Oh.
Who voices Prince John in Robin Hood?
Jesus.
Sweet question.
If you know it, Albert, you're going for.
Oh, shit.
We might go on to another question.
If you guys want to throw in the towel, just let them know. I'll do the countdown.
I love that. We should do that more. We should just take the.
All right, 5,
Like,
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. The correct answer was Peter Ustinov.
Oh.
I've heard he's a famous actor.
Hercule Poirot.
Outside of stuff. So we'll move to the next question in the category of YA. Who killed Tori in Allegiant?
I feel like Cameron and I did that thing of throwing the towel in one question, but Nick counted anyways.
Well, that was official. That
was official this
year.
We were like, do you want to skip this? Yeah, let's just.
Hi.
Hello, Tim. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Albert
Edgar.
and Mark.
I can't remember that guy's name. It's like Corey.
And with that, Mark Menchaca has been eliminated. Edgar was the correct answer.
Good stuff, Mark.
Could have just kept the Star Wars results, but I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we played this out. Mark, thank you for playing. We will see you again very soon. All right, we are down to the final 5. We have Tim, Albert, David, Rue, and Robert. All the most recent people challenged for the belts. Unplanned. All right. Your next question, or first question of this round, will come in the category of Star Trek. And your question is, in Star Trek First Contact, after Lily compares Picard to Captain Ahab, he reacts angrily and destroys a display case containing what? Excuse me. We'll get answers. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Tim.
I said books.
We'll go to Albert.
Starfleet starships models.
We'll go to David.
Ship models.
We'll go to Rue.
Model ships.
And Robert.
I said models of enterprises.
Model ships, models of enterprises. Starfleet model ships is correct. Model ships is what we're looking for. So everyone except for Tim will hit that as we move to the next question. Comes in the category of epic adventures. In Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, who steals the Black Pearl back from the Queen Anne's Revenge at the end of the film? David, if you want to repeat, just give me the, like...
Oh.
You are muted. Get muted. I hear the kids saying that now on their streams and stuff. They'll be like, get muted, and then they'll mute someone. We'll get answers in. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
That is Tim's repeat for the round. The question again. In Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, who steals the Black Pearl back from the Queen Anne's Revenge at the end of the film? That wasn't David, because David.
No, that was me. That's what my Facebook message notifications are like. I will mute it if it gets to be.
That's okay. Oh. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're at few enough people where I can keep track of where we are. We'll go to Albert.
I said Jack the monkey, not Sparrow.
Go to David. Oh, forgot to unmute you, David.
Gibbs.
We'll go to Rue.
Gibbs.
Robert.
I said Barbosa.
And Tim.
I was between Gibbs and Jack, and I said Jack.
Mr. Gibbs is the correct answer. Your third question of the round comes in the category of DreamWorks animation. Your question is, in which DreamWorks film will you find a homeless main character who carries their stuff around in a golf bag?
Oh. Wow, that took me a little too long.
So that's the fifth one. Great. Some moving pieces today. 5, 4, 3,
Fuck, dude.
2.
Repeat it.
1.
Repeat.
All right, that's David's repeat for the round. The question again. In which DreamWorks film will you find a homeless main character who carries their stuff around in a golf bag?
I gotta be honest. I think this is the first time I ever felt super confident about one of these questions, and nobody else did. It's never usually the case. I swear to God.
Curious. Very curious. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to David.
I don't know.
Rue.
Home.
Robert.
Over the hedge.
Tim.
At home.
And Albert.
I was up with over the hedge.
God fucking damn it.
Over the hedge is correct. So Robert and Albert tie it up at 2. David and Rue at 2. Tim with 0. We have 2 questions remaining in this round. Tim can still tie one of the other 4 people. Your penultimate question comes in the category of Law and Order. What is the name of the young boy that Murtaugh was forced to shoot, who wound up being his son's friend in Lethal Weapon 3?
Huh.
If Tim can hit this and someone misses, we will continue on. Tim and David have used their repeats.
This is a good question.
And we are going to get, oh, yikes. What happened? We are going to get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Albert.
Jimmy.
We'll go to David.
Mark.
We'll go to Rue.
I guess Ronnie.
We'll go to Robert.
I said Danny.
And Tim.
John.
And with that, Tim Bracala has been eliminated. We were looking for Daryl. Daryl was.
Isn't there one question left?
Yeah, but you can't catch them.
I thought Albert had 1.
No, Albert's got 2.
Oh, okay. Cool. Bye.
Bye, Tim. Good job. All right, we're down to the final 4. We have Albert, David, Rue, Robert. We'll move on to the first question of this next round. And the question is, coming in the category of creature features, how specifically does the Colonel die in War for the Planet of the Apes? Watched this film hundreds of times for the trivia and whatnot. And it was only the most recent time I watched it that I realized this Colonel actually has a name, not just the Colonel.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I'm not going to say it.
Fair.
Okay. I think I know
But they
it.
call him the Colonel most of the movie, so I feel
They
it's
do. I think you got to read it, right?
5. Not exactly 4.
Oh,
3.
okay.
Someone says it. 2. 1. Pens down. Someone says it like over the radio. Albert.
Shot to the head.
We'll go to David.
Catches the simian flu. I don't.
We'll go to Rue.
He shoots himself.
We'll go to Robert.
I said he shoots himself.
Shoots himself, and he does shoot himself in the head, so we can take Albert's answer as well. So Rue, Robert, and Albert will get that answer as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Star Wars. What is Han Solo's call sign on Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back? This, not this question or the answer to this question, but this scene may have come up in conversation earlier. I should silence my Facebook notifications. And mute. Great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We'll go to David.
Echo 7.
We'll go to Rue.
I said Rogue 7.
We'll go to Robert.
Echo 3, Echo 7. Hold on, buddy. Do you read me?
And Albert.
I guessed Echo 7.
Echo 7 is correct. So Albert, David, Robert will hit that. All right, Albert and Robert in the lead with 2, David and Rue with 1. As we get to the third question of this round, comes to the category of the MCU. Which MCU character has, throughout the course of their movies, been blipped by Thanos, detained by an Avenger, and filmed almost killing an enemy? Joe wrote this question. I'm not going to hide behind it anymore.
When I get this wrong and you tell me what the right answer is, I gotta go to England and stab Joe in the side.
4,
but not really.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Rue.
Black Panther, T'Challa specifically.
We'll go to Robert.
I also said Black Panther.
We'll go to Albert.
I said Bucky Barnes.
And David.
I also said Bucky.
Black Panther, T'Challa is the correct answer. We'll take both. He's primarily known as Black Panther. So, Rue and Robert hit that. Robert in the lead with 3, Rue and Albert with 2, David with 1. As we get to the penultimate question of this round, it'll come in the category of sci-fi icons. And the question is, who plays Sam's boss Bruce in Transformers Dark of the Moon? I'm very angry that these questions are happening now. But as a guy in a movie singing a song once said, that's life.
Like it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Robert.
John Malkovich.
We'll go to Albert.
Is that Patrick Dempsey?
We'll go to David.
John Malkovich.
We'll go to Rue.
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich is correct. So, Robert, the only one safe with 4. Rue has 3. David and Albert tied with 2. 1 question remaining. If Albert or David hit and Rue misses, we'll go to or actually, you get it.
You get the thing.
Final question comes in the category of American Spies. Nikki is shot in what country in Jason Bourne? Good name. This one.
Yeah. We've had a Nikki and we've had a Rob.
Yeah. And a Daryl.
And a Daryl. But
Daryl.
Are we devoid of Daryls in this league? We should probably find some.
We should get a Daryl. You're right. 4.
I don't think
3,
I know any Daryls.
2,
but they're not.
1. Pens down. I hear the kid who played Junie is available, but we'll move. Go to Albert.
I said Hungary.
We'll go to David.
Greece.
Rue.
Living in Chicago for a long time, I know a lot of girls. Greece.
And
Greece.
Greece is correct. And with that, Albert, Weird Arma has been eliminated. Albert, heck of a game. Heck of a play. Hopefully we'll see you back in singles soon.
Good luck, guys.
But regardless, we'll see you. Thanks, Albert. All right, we are down to the final 3. That means this is the last round. 2 of these people will be playing for the vacant singles title. We're same standard round, 5 questions. If anyone's tied for the lowest, they will go to sudden death. But let's see what happens. Your first question in this final round comes in the category of the Wizarding World. Which Wizarding World film is the only one to feature a Muggle other than Filch inside the Great Hall at Hogwarts? Shit is getting crazy. We're going to get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with David.
Secrets of Dumbledore.
We'll go to Rue.
Secrets of Dumbledore.
And Robert.
Secrets of Dumbledore.
Secrets of Dumbledore is correct. Point apiece, clean sweep. So we get to the second question. Comes in the category of Pixar. In Up, what is the name of the Boy Scout-like group that Russell belongs to? Things are tense now. I have less commentary.
They are.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat this.
Oh, all right. That is Rue's repeat for the round. Question again in the category of Pixar. In Up, What is the name of the Boy Scout-like group that Russell belongs to?
I hate this. I hate it a lot.
I have so many options in my head. Picked
Just
one,
reading
but
the back of Robert's board. I've never read it before.
Oh, yeah. Most of these things are fine now.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
I just didn't want to erase them.
Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Rue.
I feel like I got one word right. Wilderness protectors?
Robert.
The junior achievers.
And David.
Wilderness explorers?
Wilderness explorers is the correct answer. David will take a 1-point lead over Rue and Robert. It's 2-1 to 1. As we get to the third question of the round, comes in the category of criminal underworld. In John Wick Chapter 4, what do John and the Marquis do to establish who can choose the time, location, and weapons for their duel? Somewhat general, but you get me.
Oh, this is not looking good for me.
Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Robert.
I said draw cards.
Go to David.
Flip cards.
And Rue.
Play a card game.
Card game, draw cards, flip cards. I'll accept all
Fucking
of those.
vocabulary. Like, how do you say the thing they do with the card?
Fair. All correct. David's still in the lead by 1, 3-2 to 2. As we get to the penultimate question of the round, comes in the category of Marvel. Which Marvel film features a character taking a hot spring bath on the side of a snowy mountain? Heart is beat. We're going to get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rue, pens down. Okay. All good. We'll start with David.
Fantastic Four, the original.
Rue.
Damn. I said X-Men Origin Wolverine.
And Robert.
I just said Fantastic Four. Hope that's good enough.
Fantastic Four is correct because it was the first one. We can accept that as the answer. So, David, congratulations, David. You will be moving on to challenge for the vacant title. You can fit this question out if you'd like, but it's still in regular play, so I would.
Does this count for stats or shit?
Yeah, sure. Maybe I'll do the stats after. Rue is behind. Robert is currently poised to challenge David, but if Rue can hit this and Robert can miss, they will move into sudden death. So, your final question of this round will come in the category of DC.
Yeah.
What is the name of Lana's son in Superman 3? Robert has a repeat. Rue does not. This question has not been repeated. So
I hate this. We're going to sudden death. I know it. I hate this.
We're going to get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, David.
I think my brain shut off.
That's fair. Don't blame. We'll go to Robert.
I said Billy.
And Amaru.
Jason.
And with that, Amaru Moses has been eliminated, which means Robert Kastner and David Garcia will be challenging
Good job,
for
Rue.
the vacant title. The answer was Ricky. Ricky was the correct answer. We're looking for Rue. Hell of a job. Sick, fantastic game. You've been a team champion already this year, and we're going to see you in a chance to challenge whichever one of these two wins the belt. So congratulations to you, Rue, and let's get talking to our players here. We'll start by talking to David. David. A wise man once said, it's not about being the fastest to outrun the bear. It's about being faster then the slowest. And that's what you did most of the rounds, because the truth of the matter is Rue and Robert dominated pretty much every round. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, okay, like Rue and Robert in the lead. And there were times where you were in sudden death mode. There were times where you were in danger of being eliminated, but all you needed was this last round to hit one question that they didn't know. That's why this was literally anyone's game from the moment. It's just so that the people who challenged earlier went out earlier, but like Tim gets one question that Rue and Robert don't know, or Mark gets one question that no one else knows, and they take the spot, and that's what happened at the end. David, how does it feel? This is the second time you'll be challenging for the title, and it won't be against your teammate. So that's something new.
I did something for this. I went through directors and composers mostly, and it helped once. I got a perfect round because of that, and I don't think it helped anywhere else. But I don't know. I wasn't expecting to play for a title this season. Like I haven't been playing in a title contention level. I mean, I'm still playing good, but I don't think I am at that particular level again. And it's just incredible. I had completely given up the chance of being singles champ, and now that's presented to me like in a very weird way. I guess I will try one last time, I guess, because I kind of want it.
David, congratulations on a great performance here. You definitely earned your spot at that title match, and we will see you there.
Thank you.
So we bring in our other winner. Usually this is like a loser winner thing, but talking to our other winner today, Robert Kastner. Robert, other than Rue was technically the most recent person to challenge for the title, but it was his second challenge for the title. So you were the most recent first title challenger, if that makes sense. You challenged earlier in the year in a picture that was designed kind of like this for people who had never challenged for the belt before. You lost to Brittany. A lot of people can say that, but you now have a chance where you had to get through Rue, you had to get through Mark, Albert, like very good players to earn this chance, just like David did. But now you are playing someone who I feel like you've beaten David before.
My first season after the tournament, we did a match to get into the 5-way contender match, and it went down right to the last question, which was a Bond Living Daylights question.
That's right.
This is how my stupid brain works. I remember stuff.
No, it's good. It's very helpful for this game. Trust me.
Yeah.
But now you get to go back up against David. I think it'll be an epic rematch with a real shot at winning. As the most recent challenger, I think that would put you as the favorite. I don't know if that makes it worse for you to hear that, but congratulations on the win. How you feeling?
I feel great. Big ups to Kaiser because he wrote a big version of this for me, and I did it, and I did fairly well at it. And Kaiser writes weird questions, way weirder than I think you guys write questions. So I was like, you know what? If the questions aren't this insane, I should be in good shape. And I looked at the field, and you don't like to play that game of like, I can over this person, whatever. But I felt pretty good about getting into the 4. And then I was like, how do I get to 2? And fortunately, some questions worked out for me. That second round, I was close till Middle Earth, but like all the answers, I was around. Like Peter Stormare hit in my head for the Penguins of Madagascar, but I didn't write it down. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I was like, well, Rocket in the end, but I didn't write it down. So I was thinking, like, if I get through this round, my brain is working correctly, and that's great. That's what you want, really. You want your brain to function, and my brain was functioning. I just wasn't getting it down to the writing part, but I thought like Rue was going to hit that question. We were going to go into one of those, like, we're going to do 10 to 15 to 20 stupid sudden death questions, and I'm going to want to die. But I was just fortunate to get Fantastic Four. I've watched Fantastic Four probably as much as I've watched any Fandom movie, just because it's always on. And I'm just like, I was like watching clips of it the other day on YouTube. Why? I don't know. I like Michael Chiklis as it, and I feel bad all the terrible things he had to go through to be the Thing. I don't know. But the point is that I got really lucky. I honestly thought it was me and Rue probably, and especially how it was playing out, Nick, how you said it. I think we were pretty good. I think we both got a couple perfect rounds somewhere. And no, but playing David is always a challenge. He has a pedigree. We both have a pedigree in this. He has a little bit more of one, I think, maybe. But the point is that, I played Brittany. I always thought I sort of blew that chance because I thought she was a little ring rusty, but I wasn't up to snuff. And I think now, given how I've been playing, even though I haven't been winning all the matches, I feel like I'm good up to snuff. And I think it's going to be a great match, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm sad I don't get to participate in some other things, but you know what? This is a sweet consolation.
Fair. Robert, congratulations on the win. Go get prep for that title match, and we are looking forward to it. I guess I'll just do like an outro. Thank you to all of you for checking out this great Fandom Contenders Gauntlet. Be on the lookout. Robert versus David for the vacant title. Gonna be crazy. And then Fandom Team's Frenzy actually happens next week, so go check that out. That's a great time. And then we kick it off into we'll close out Act 4 in a real exciting way and get into Act 5. So thank you all again. Be sure to check out all the other matches going on. And we'll see you next time on another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.